Let's see what sort of finale this quest has. We just finished up this quest, and we're on the literal doorstep to finishing the last one. We got all 3 parts done. Well, let's just see what actually exists there. All right. Is that bat somewhere around here? No. Her palace collapses into the blizzard, an arc that used to be a soul. Here we are. The Court of Bliss. Now that we've gathered all of Goggle's power, we should be able to open this door to the weird tree now. And Goggles should be able to get his body back too, right? According to the one who created me, yes. Your creator? Oh, could that be the strange woman we ran into earlier? How rude, what do you mean, strange woman? I thought she was very pretty. How did that mean the strange woman you're talking about right now? You know, the one who appeared in that mumbly, jumbly town with the Firebird and the castle full of Snezgovic? I remember her name was Aksinya? Miss Aksinya, yes. Judging from the memories I have recovered so far, she was once a member of the Belizar's research organization, Verglimer. She created me so that I might guide a certain mighty power and create a tomorrow, a world where no one would ever suffer again. A land that has cast aside every envy, hatred, and selfish desire, a court of bliss held aloft by the hands of the living beings. Thus shall a radiant world descend, where there will be no distinction between human and human, nor between human and God. A world where there's no distinction between humans and gods? How can you imagine how you make that happen? A pure world of mankind, where gods need not wield divine power, and humans need not rely on gods. That's basically the same as what we're trying to do now with, Mistleton. That is the outcome of the plan as I remember it. But as for how it was to be accomplished, I'm sorry, but I do not know the full scope of the final plan. To the plan as a whole, I was nothing more than a tool within it. Oh, Paimon gets it. Goggles is like a crafting bench. It can craft all kinds of amazing things, but a crafting bench doesn't run around eating up its own materials. There's a very apt analogy. However, if I may, Miss Paimon, in present-day Shesnaya, alchemy is not an officially supported field of study. Right, well, there's no one else around that can hear us anyway. But should I truly seek out the final power? What if, after we open the door, what if I get back are not the ones I wish to recover? What should I do then? What if that's the only reason I was created, the purpose I was destined for? Then don't decide yet. Wait until you remember it. Yeah, it's definitely not good to decide when you don't know anything yet. No matter what, you gotta remember everything first. Anyway, Goggles help us a lot. Even if wasn't what Goggles was really created for, Goggles has still been really useful to us. When that time comes, just come back to us. Is that so? Besides, we already talked about all the things we're going to do together when we get your body back. Warming up by the fire, having snowball fights, running around in the ice fields, we promised. Yes, I look forward to adventuring together with both of you after I recover my body. Though I have thought this countless times throughout our journey, I'm truly glad you were able to the one to bring me out of that place, and that I was able to meet you both. The final power, all the answers lie beyond this door. Now, please open it. Okay. This is where the entrance of the Court of Bliss is. Should I return to my powers to this place and open the gate? Yep, it's time. Let's perform the return ceremony then, and open the gate to the courtyard. Hold. Bring the birch down. Failed to open. Did I just not hold it soon enough? Try again. Huh? Okay, was that supposed to happen? Oh, no. Okay, I was just a bit delayed. Okay. Oh, my goodness. Oh. Why is the door being so hard to open? I said open up! Hold. I am holding the button. My crescent energy? Do I not have enough heat source? Is that what it's talking about? I guess that's... Is that what I meant? Okay, there it is. Now this time, bring down the birch. There, we're finally in. That felt like really cold just now. We should be able to resurrect Goggles' body now, right? Hold on, where'd Goggles go? Goggles? Graeae? What's going on? Even those blue lenses have disappeared. There's no cause for concern. The once fragmented body, along with consciousness, bound to inanimate matter, have all returned to where they rightfully belong. You may leave the Eye of Graeae in my keeping for a time. In my estimation, it is a form of homecoming for it anyhow. Well, hold on, you just keep popping in and, well, I'm not explaining yourself at all. Can we finally stop and talk for a minute? Aksinya, it's you! Yes, I'm glad that you remember my name, Paimon. Goggles. Don't worry, he will come too. Just maybe not so soon, is all. Oh, so he's getting his body back, right? Good as new? He'll be back to his original form, human form then? No, he will not. He will inhabit another form, and metamorphosize into the true Proto-Man. I suppose it might be slightly different from what you imagined. Hold on, this is a little confusing. Didn't he just, want his old body back? Not really. He knows nothing nothing because he was completely forgotten in the past. To think that reclaiming his old body is the only thought driving him, perhaps that in itself is a cruelty. But reclaiming his body was never his true purpose from the beginning. That was all merely preparation for assimilating into and reforging a form of an even higher order. This is something he should come to comprehend once his memory is made whole. Assimilating and being changed into a form even higher order? Are you saying that his body and powers will go into someone else's body? Yes, that'll be right. But how's it gonna happen when his body's already gone? You don't look at me, are you? A most amusing notion. Your existence is such that none of this world can touch or dismiss it. Naturally, it follows that none of this world is able to assimilate or reforge you. That renders you a most unbefitting choice. It isn't hard to piece together, traveler. There is indeed a vessel left here at the Pale Crown Palace, where the old king of the Northern Realm has been interred. Are you talking about the Belizar's body? The Belizar? But he's been dead for so many years. He can't be anything more than a pile of bones by now. His Majesty is different. His body has remained alive even after the passing of his consciousness. Think of him as the Tsar's white birch. In truth, we're speaking of the ever-growing nerves of his husk, a shell that has never truly perished, forever extending outward in the longing. The white birch scarcely resembles a tree, does it not? And 5 centuries on, His Majesty's body has yet to cease its longing. Oh, okay. That makes all these white birches a lot more creepy to look at. What? So the Belizar's body is still alive? After all this time? But how can that be? He must admit his existence is truly unique. Although was not a descender, he was a noble birth nevertheless. He was the culmination of Hyperborea's most advanced technologies, a being with a soul bestowed through nothing less than the light itself. The Hyperboreans even attempted to forge his body from the flesh and blood of the primordial cryo dragon, just to give him an authority equal to the One. The One? Who? A will born alongside Teyvat, the master of the Light Realm's power at the very beginning, and the king of all dragons and lords, Nibelung. All comes back to the dragons. Ever since his destruction, the place of primordial human, or Narayana, has sat vacant. But in the heavens above, the cold blades of the ruler, who must not be named, or should I say the long nails of theirs, continue to hang high and pitiless over the world, and so, they sought to create their own gods? So that's why they created the Beliazar, but they couldn't possibly have called him that at the time. Did they call him the primordial human or something then? Though they attempted to create the primordial human, the experiment went out of control. Otherwise, the Golden City would still be standing tall upon this land today, and we would not be standing atop this frozen expanse instead. According to the record fragments we found in the Shadow Realm, the corpse of the Crow Dragon Sovereign had then and their unchecked authority turned the whole of Shasnaya into the holy soil of primordial ice. Even the ley lines in the area were affected, to the point that they became veins of pure crystal. That is, until that being witnessed this and sent their heavenly will nail crashing down. Heavenly principles again. Oh, but since the experiment was a failure, how did Beliazar come out? It spun out of control, but it was not a failure. 1,000 years after the experiment and its cataclysmic impact finally cleared, His Majesty awoke from the remains of the Crow Dragon. However, his power was not fully complete, as the experiment was never brought to its conclusion, and by the time Hyperborea had already sunk into the Shadow Realm, and the only ones seen in the land of ice and snow were the Fae. While most people believe the Beliazar to be some kind of extraordinary powerful Fae, his true identity is far more noble. Hyperborea, which had created him, had already perished. He could have left it behind with ease, but he chose to accept it. He accepted that he was a failed product of the primordial human project. And that included accepting all the responsibilities and consequences that came with it. He was even willing to embrace humankind in this frozen land that swarmed monsters, and he remained willing to become the true primordial human. This was a love, a grand and all-encompassing benevolence that we must never betray. And Goggles was the proto-man that was created at countless experiments, and the key that would allow His Majesty to become a primordial human. This is something that should have been started long time ago, and now it's become His Majesty's final wish. But thanks to the two of you, Traveler and Paimon, we cannot complete his grand design. Make no mistake, this is no light undertaking. It is an endeavor I originally planned to spend 20 years completing. Paimon didn't really get what you were talking about, but Paimon will happily accept your thanks anyway. So what happens now? I mean, once a primordial human is complete. Oh, that's right, you keep talking about the Court of Bliss, what even is this place supposed to be? Thus is the world of tomorrow, a realm that had cast aside envy, hatred, and selfish desire. All shall be able to love one another in the very beginning, and this love shall be in nature everlasting. Thus shall a radiant world descend, where there will be no distinction between human and human, nor between human and God. At least that was the vision he described to us, but I understand it differently. The love he spoke was simply a kind of spiritual overflow. It's just that this overflow runs dry beneath the weight of countless sorrows, so those who once poured love began to drain it from others. The selfless turn into hoarders, and trust is supplanted by fear and suspicion. I want to get what you're trying to say at all. You're quite fond of eating, are you not, Paimon? Take the sweet Madame, for instance. You must have found it truly, utterly delicious the very first time you tasted it. That's right, Paimon even had 2 whole birds in one go. Yes, but it did not quite taste as delicious at the second time, did it? And by the third, the pleasure had faded even further. Eventually, a day will come when you find yourself completely sick of it altogether. No way, Paimon will never get sick of eating sweet Madame. Paimon knows for a fact that... But wait, you're actually right though. It really was the most delicious the very first time Paimon had it. Yeah, anything in excess starts to become stagnant and stale. Then you'll find yourself craving something even more delicious. This cycle will repeat itself time and again, simply because you seek to fill the void left by the memory of that very first bite. And that void is precisely where countless stars and wicked deeds are born. But what if it worked the other way around? What if you could get the exact same feeling out of everything you ate? Everything, whenever you ate it, no matter how many times you've had before. That sounds like some kind of dream world. This is the world of tomorrow. In this world, no matter what you do, your heart shall always brim with that feeling, that sense of being touched by your very core, and of those feelings, love will be the most apparent of all. It is a kind of love that can never be extinguished, a love that is unchanging and everlasting. And such a world brimming with such eternal love will become a realm free from worry and pain thereafter. But it will also be a world when change is no more. Yes, that is because time and change are what ravage all things. Every second that passes is a second that erodes the everlastingness of love. Wait, what do you mean by changing no more? It means whatever you eat, they'll all end up tasting the same. What? Hold on, how does that make any sense? So it's like, because everything you eat makes you feel super happy, it doesn't matter what you eat anymore? That is right, you're really quite clever one, little one, Paimon. The first step in shaping the world is to use the Shadow Realm. Light may soon cast its gaze toward the shadow, but that would still take some time. We shall blanket the whole Cisnaya in the Shadow Realm, and then the entire world so that all love may stand unchanged against the space with no beginning and no end. Thus shall we bring forth the Court of Bliss. Choice would lose meaning, but the difference between the chosen and the unchosen will dissipate. In a world like this, I reckon even the abyss will become unlovable. No way! Goggles said he wants to give his body back so he can go on a first adventure with us. Goggles would never want a world like that. No matter, there shall be a place for all of you in this carefree world. For Traveler, for Paimon, and even for a Proto-Man, whether you are willing or not. That's not a word I'm mentioning either way. A true pity. I thought this was something upon which we would share common understanding. But that matters not, for final understanding shall eventually come. I assume this means you will not try to stop me, but I have no desire to raise my hand against you nevertheless. This, then, is my choice. No, you're not getting away! Yeah, fears would turn out like this. We gotta catch up with her. Give our glasses back. I want to create more ice sculptures. But yeah, it's a classic argument or stance of like, if you eat the same thing every day, like if you have ice cream every day, you're just gonna get sick of ice cream. You can't just eat the same. Can't be satisfied with this having the same thing forever. Isn't variety supposed to be the spice of life? She jumped in. Quick, we gotta. Oh, get back here, Aksinya. Here we go. Into the darkness we sink. So long as we chase you, she won't be able to tamper the goggles. I lost all my ammo. That seems naive. Just had mention with Pavilia's ritual grounds. And Crochet. As I've been sitting here a very long time, even you pursued me. Even though you pursued me, the right continues. Look, there she is. Taking all my ammo, that's not fair. Appearing ahead of us yet again, huh? Oh, I'm very happy we got back in the Shadow World for this, so wow. There's a big chunk of debris moving out there. Come back! Gotcha. Whoop. Please be okay, Goggles. God, I love these types of environments, just running around in a mess. A mess of floating chunks and nonsense. He gave us these cool guns, and I want to make sure I thank him properly. Oh. The ammo back.
Nice.
Wow, holy shit. Oh my god. Oh, that's so cool. What the hell? Oh my god. It's done. Now all we have to do is wait a little longer. Well, what is that? It's huge and kind of weird too. Kind of reminds like the Star Traveler robots are sort of similar to them. Wait, no, that's not the point. You're being so horrible, Aksinya. Just give us back goggles. Looks like the two of you really are fond of the Eye of Graeae. I found my former colleague and were able to see the value of this creation as well. Although my physical body has begun to transform, consciousness has yet to take root. His Majesty... This was the original body of the Tsar, but it wouldn't be changed into a form of Fae whenever speaking to us, or traveling alongside other Fae. Unable to maintain his avatar after death, he reverted to his original state, a magnificent, almost transcendent form. Have I ever told you this before? The faces of the Proto-Man were actually modeled after the visage of His Majesty, the Belisaur's human manifestation. Just give us back the goggles. Pound is zero inching what I be babbling about just now. Very well, here. The Eye of Graeae is built to host the Proto-Man's consciousness, just that he would not disappoint that and after offering his flesh and blood to His Majesty. It was really meant to preserve him. Now, since it's no longer useful to me, I shall therefore make it a gift to you. I trust that you will find a good use for it. I hereby transfer its ownership to the Traveler. And goggles? Restore to original state. Eye of Graeae is now at your service. This isn't him. This isn't goggles at all. This is just a tool. Something more than an empty shell. I'm sorry. Its consciousness should already be a part of the primordial human by now, to serve as the core of the Velkine of light. This is something I am unable to return to you. But don't worry. You'll no longer grieve as soon, since... Oh, it's waking up. Because the primordial human has awoken. Traveler, Paimon, Aksinya as well. Goggles? Yes, it is I. I now remember everything. Much time has passed, both for you, Aksinya, and for me. Fate truly is absurd. This is lucky the scenario that I strove to avoid when I was still in my prototypical form. That's just how fate is. It pushed you to a cliff's edge, the worst of the nemesis. A situation you had to avoid. Yes, that is what I tried to persuade Koschei, Pavlina, and Alba to stop her before she decided to begin the final experiment. After all, the authority of the primordial human wields may as well be a deadly venom to the human and Fae, who carry mixed desires with them. The A-tier. Wait, so that blue algae thing that Snezgorochka and Domolyov, Grand Duke from the Noble Kidsguard, they betrayed Aksinya because of you? Oh. I promised them they could both stop Aksinya and gain what they wanted in this way. Each of them was driven in their own way by their ideals, or perhaps ambitions that would see them transcend all life. That proved simple to use. By contrast, our dear Aksinya, our lovely Aksinya, the resolve she possessed seemed all the more unusual, did it not? And so I incited them to divide me up, to split me into pieces, and to betray Aksinya. For if I were to become the primordial human, become a transcendent one, just as I am now, that would mean that the world was about to undergo an inexorable revolution. The beast mocked me, for it believed its mission fulfilled, and I, despite fleeing my duties with all my mind, wound up here all the same. So you don't want to become a primordial human? Yes, because... Aksinya, you left no place for yourself in the world that could be born from the fresh schematics, did you? Huh? Yes, I am willing to believe in the nation of everlasting love. I believe in His Majesty and the Star and His wish. But those who have lost faith in love must be banished from their new world, the realm of eternal love. I do not have the right to enter that world. Banishment is more akin to being slain, I rate. Eternal love, eternal overflow, eternal joy. Those who trust do not to love and joy cannot enter this realm. But it's precisely one who does not trust either who could fashion such a cruel plan. This is the loving Belisar had long realized. And that is why he is great. He chose me. This is my duty, my sole purpose for living, even if I cannot step into the new world. I wish to see its descent with my own eyes, to see it rise on the cornerstone forged with my corpse. And as for you, do you still believe that the eternity of love can be attained without His Majesty's plan? Albus, Koschei, and Pavlina, their pursuits have melted away like snow. None can resist the erosion of time, the withering of the spirit, and shriveling of dreams. So many have given us so much in the fight to keep joy's spirit, but none have succeeded. What choice can you make at this point? None. You know this as well, Aksinya, that I could not refuse you once I had reclaimed all my what more? What more, now that I have become the primordial human? Wait, Goggles, are you really gonna open the gate to the Court of Bliss? Might there be another choice? You have my utmost thanks to you two for giving me the chance to give up on even at this stage. But alas, I cannot let her plans come to naught. So, if you wish to see this come to pass, please, stop both of us. But before that, Traveler, I would like to show Aksinya something. I'd like you to see answer a question of mine. You seek your sibling, and you have traveled the world to understand him, to seek the things you have missed out experiencing alongside him, to stand before him. Oh, it's kind of sibling talk. But if the gap between you is too great, and you, in the end, find that he is no longer what you imagined, that your once beloved kin is kin no longer, that he has changed and become another person, someone you never imagined he might. What? Why would you let that ever happen? Traveler's brother wouldn't change at all? This is but a hypothetical scenario. Do not be alarmed, Paimon. What would you do, Traveler? I'd like to know your answer. If he changes, then I'll learn to love him once again. No matter how many times I have to do it. Thank you, Traveler. That was wonderful. Better by far than any answer I imagined I would get. The time has come, and the courtyard shall sooner activate. It is a shame, but what's to be done? Whomsoever loves should share the burden of destiny with the one he loves. Okay.
Gotta recharge.
Remote human will eventually emerge. All plans of the fate will move toward this end. Why do you wish to stop it? We don't want this result.
Demolition time.
Want itself is an luxury. It brings about unnecessary things. Once the Court of Bliss is open, you will no longer want anything. Can't hide behind cover like that.
Light him up. Try this. Reload.
Oh, what's he doing? Oh, God. Oh, this is so cool. Oh, my God. Oh. Whoa. Train! Oh, my God. Oh! This is so cool. Your train's been modified to adapt. You're still on the other side, Goggle. Wait, you're not the same Goggles anymore. It's like I'm getting flashbacks to Solaris, of all things. Did I upgrade some of that training on your behalf?
Try this.
Ah! Oh, that was gonna be a lot worse. Is that all? This won't do. It's not enough. Break the.
Try this. Change of tactics.
God, I can't believe we're doing this.
Gotta
Energy leak is
recharge.
detected in the target, which can be used to supply. Able to use present energy, are we? That body of mine is pretty useful, huh? Ouch. Oh, I'm hurt. There. Hurry, hurry. We got free of cares, of love.
I really messed this.
Oh, crap. Oh, damn. I actually lost. Oh, man.
Pretty good haul.
Don't think I have to go through the whole cutscene again.
Nice.
Alright, I'm actually losing in this form. I never used to lose before. And the thing is, it seems like it's gonna let me just jump back in. Let's try it again. Alright, let's do this again. I'll get better eye on things. Hard part is getting around these obstacles.
Try this. Need a refill.
Oh, I can break him. God, this is so freaking
Demolition
cool.
time. Change of tactics.
Ah. Aw, okay. Oh boy. We've been caught! God, this is so awesome. Oh, this is not all I expected from this. Weak point
Reload.
is the rear.
State number 2.
Hell? Are these other people? And they're okay. Oh, that's really cool. Go, build. Grab time, quick, get behind him.
Need a refill.
Run. Energy.
State number 2.
Reloading.
Demolition time.
Ouch. Love and being loved burns when they burn each other. I think I had a right to at least... Oh! I wasn't really catching that dialogue there, so I was so distracted by the set piece. We defeated Solaris! God, that was so freaking cool. Is that our way out? Uh-oh. Is that one more hurt? Oh no, he's pulling us down! Oh boy. Your majesties are with nerves.
State number 2.
Go. Pick up the train! The door to the world is closed. The one behind it all trembles as though shaking loose, and the scrawling wings of a dead moth clinging to his shoulders. With several shudders, it sheds its giant form. Then he appears. That will that once dwelt within the eye of Graeae, now truly possesses a body no different from that of an ordinary person, now bears the very appearance of the Tsar in his youth. And so only two remain in this world of shadows, the one within the egg, and the one outside of it. Only the betrayer and the betrayed. Only the one who falls in love with the first person they see upon opening their eyes, and the beloved who knows neither love nor sorrow. At the end of the day, I haven't been able to do anything in time. What a shame. This is the sole great endeavor I was meant to undertake. As I see it, you've done enough. You've endured the passage of time for so long, even in such a place. Your ambitions burned so strongly that even the branches of fate had to bend low for you, to the point where you could escape from them, this place. In truth, my escape from this Shadow Realm was largely thanks to the Ismailab's aid. He said it was the last thing he could do for me. And yet I still failed, and lost everything. And where are we falling now? Perhaps we shall fall into the endless depths of the Shadow Realm, tumbling for 500 years, and another 505 thereafter. This is already the best possible thing I could face. Is that so? Yes, Aksinya. Here, there is no His Majesty, the Belly Tsar, no primordial human. Here, there's no court jester, Shazaya, no Snezgrochka, no other fae. Here, there's only you and me. Here, we do not even need names. Is this what you wanted? Yes, it is indeed. It is good to be within the Shadow Realm, a world as small as a walnut shell, just the two of us at the very end. I once thought that I could ever be worthy of setting foot in a world like this. You know, Traveler's White, why should we fear love spading, and that we should insist that it stand eternally? One who dares to believe in love will not be obsessed with its disappearance, and if I believe in it, so what if I should lose it? I'd climb back up, shake the dust and dirt free, head off in pursuit once more, to take hold, to go forth, and to love again. Why did I want to? Aksinya. I once hated this world, imprisoned as it was within an eggshell. Yet in the end, all I did was build another shell. Perhaps that is just how fate has been from the start, pushing you to the cliff's edge like the worst of nemesis. Never thought you'd be the one to say that to me. I was once driven to such fury when I learned the truth of the world, and bearing that indignation, I asked Azar, what is the point of an egg that does not allow the life within it to emerge from the shell? Why does it exist in this universe at all? But I never received the answer I wished to have from them. So this is what you thought. That was a thought you once had, I see. What about now, Aksinya? Do you still think this way? You've done so much. Did you ever find an answer to that question? More or less, I suppose. The answer is... You already know the answer, don't you? You once considered me far too selfish. But no matter what form love takes, whether it gives or takes possession, outward expressions of love always reflect in what lies within in some way. To love the world is to love yourself. But this is also the great thing, because this is how the world is, and one's desires to be saved must be strong enough to save the entire world. I'd always believed I should love myself first, and then the world, or I would fall into an error, just as I have today. But you are truly magnificent, Aksinya. A cheap compliment. I am hurt. That came from the bottom of my heart. Yes, everything. Pavlina, Koschei, Elvis, you, and His Majesty the Tsar. All the things you wanted. Why am I only not realizing now that I too once longed for those things? Damn. What a finale. Oh, finally, made it out of the Shadow Realm. Hey, I'm punishing goggles or Aksinya anywhere. And the Blazar's body's missing too. Where could they have gone? And I don't think we'll ever see them again. How do you think it's possible the goggles might actually be hiding inside the mechanism Aksinya gave you? You know how, like in those shows, that they make you think someone vanished, and then forever, then poof, they pop right back in front of you again? How about Pound take a look? So Pound makes several attempts at cracking the mechanism, but the only voice that answers is a cold, lifeless one. This is how the two of you can learn that while Goggles has retained some of its abilities, it lives nothing more than, well, a pair of goggles at this point. He's really fallen into that deep, deep hole. But that's his own fault for trying to open the door of the Court of Bliss or whatever. But Pam thinks he was pretty cool when he chose to help Aksinya. Even if one day the whole world were to turn against you, Paimon would stay by your side no matter what. Now another thing for you, Paimon. Yeah. You know, now that Blazar's body has gone missing, we're gonna be in big trouble if someone sees us now. We gotta get out of here, fast. No jumping required ahead. What a finale, wow. I really didn't know what to expect with a finale, but I was not expecting a Solaris-like boss fight. And just... a basically sad end. Where'd my grenade launcher go?
Reload!
It was a sad end, because everything we did, like, for each step we took in this journey was technically the wrong thing to do. Like, we ended up doing this... it was kind of our fault that he died at all, or had to go through that. No, not for anyone else, it's basically our fault. I mean, I suppose we couldn't just leave it in limbo forever, his fate. Or Aksinya's. Still, it's always sad to have a sad ending like that, not completely happy. But what a series of quests that was. Taking us to all corners of Snezhnaya for this overarching story, and for it to end like that. What kind of work quests are we gonna get in the next updates, if any? Like, Goggles is gone for good. There's no continuing that, no room left to continue it like we did with the Petless store in Natlan. There's nothing left to go from for here. All that's left is just something else to hold our attention. But yeah, this was absolutely incredible. I loved these world quests, and like having the gunplay throughout it all made it all the more fun and unique. And I like all the names sort of show up for the constructing the bridges at the end there. Very reminiscent of the Honkai Impact Part 1 finale. That was very, very cool. An awesome boss fight. And World Quest series I will
Back
remember
in
for a
business.
long time.
Reload.
Super, super awesome.